I really think everyone should know about these power banks. Now, if you know me, I love power banks. I love charging my things. I hate when my stuff dies, and if that's not enough for you, I have so many power banks. It's not even funny. And one more, and I got a bunch lying around. Point is, I got a lot of power banks. I'm always on the quest to find the best one with the most features for the cheapest cost that is the smallest, right? That's kind of what we're all chasing. But what I think a lot of people forget about power banks is what they're made from, how they're made, and kind of just the ethics that go around making them. And this company that I'm gonna be talking about today really tackles all of that. And I think I found my new favorite brand. So let's get all these ones out the way. So these two power banks are by a brand named Nimble. And at first glance, they probably just look like standard power banks. They might even look kind of cheap because there's no like huge logos or really cool aesthetic designs. You know, they don't look like a Rimowa suitcase. They don't have magsafe on them. No exotic materials like carbon fiber or anything. And kind of the new big thing that a lot of brands are doing is that this doesn't have any type of, screen. There's no screen on the power bank, but most new modern power banks have fancy little screens now. So why am I talking about these? So the whole idea behind Nimble is that all the power banks and all the products are recycled in some way. So they're made from either recycled materials or recycled parts. And Nimble's also a certified B Corporation. That means that they're using ethical materials and work conditions as well. So these are not made in some weird, obscure factory by people that probably should be getting paid more with weird, obscure materials that probably were farmed in some harmful way. And the thing that I love about these is they even say on the packaging how much is from recycled. So you can see here, it even says how much of the product is actually made of recycled materials. And I don't know, I think that's really cool. Maybe it's this weird part of me that's consuming so much electronics and stuff now that I kind of care about my impact, and I care about where these things are coming from and what I'm buying and how it's actually being supported and what my money kind of means, And this is obviously no shade at any other brands, and Nimble's not paying me for this. I don't even have an affiliate link. I paid for both of these items with my own money, but I just think it's really interesting looking at what you're buying and actually the ethics behind it. Now, I own an iPhone, I own, electronics. I'm sure I've committed some of the most insane things by even just purchasing these items, which is unfortunate, but I think taking the right step and looking at brands like Nimble that are getting into this whole ethical practice it's exciting for me. And honestly, I really like the products just because of what they are, but also because of how good they actually are. So let's talk about that. So the first one I want to talk about here is the Champ Pro. So this is this power bank here. Now this is a 20,000 milliamp hour power bank, and it's also a 65 watt power bank. So that means that this is powerful enough to charge your iPad, your MacBook, your iPhone, any of your devices at pretty much full speeds, even while you're using it. So it's good to go. And I like this one a lot because it has a USB-C on one end and then a USB-C on the other end. So you have two USB-Cs and both are inputs and both are outputs. The only kind of close power bank I could find that's really close to this is the Nitecore 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. They're pretty much comparable in price. These are both around $90 depending on the time and when you buy it and everything. But the whole thing about Nitecore is that they're super thin, it's super slim, it's super light, and I will give it to them. This is a really small power bank. It's pretty slim, it's it's not too heavy at all, and it's also a cool looking power bank. I'll give it to them. I think for the money, it's just not great. You have USB-A, which not to mention, is old technology. The USB-Cs on here, only one of them is an input and an output. The other one is just an input. So you really can only use one of the USB-Cs at a time. And it's just kind of not a good value. I don't know. I don't think it's a good value in my opinion. The Nimble is such a great power bank for what it is. It also just looks really cool. Like these recycled materials on here look just really nice. I love that pattern, that kind of speckled look that it has. I just really like it. And the Nimble being completely made out of recycled materials, having two USB-C ports, it's honestly not that much bigger than the Nitecore. It's a little bit taller, sure, like just a hair, but it's really not that different as far as thickness goes. And the Nitecore is rounded, so it's kind of hard to judge that also. But in general, I just like the Nimble more. I think it's the fact that it's like ethically sourced and everything makes me just, I don't know, I feel better about using it. I feel better about putting it in my backpack. And I'm not trying to dig on Nitecore and say that theirs isn't ethically sourced or that theirs is, a horrible product. I'm just saying comparison wise to this one that I've heard so much about, that it's, the thinnest, the lightest, and all these great things. This one is also pretty thin, it's pretty light, and it has, in my opinion, better ports. It also is faster. This is 65 watts. I think this is like 45 or 43 or something. I'm not too sure. But this charges faster than the Nitecore, and it's almost the same size, and it's around the same price, and it's made from better materials, in my opinion. Now, as far as better materials, obviously, I'm sure the carbon fiber on this one's gonna be a great material to use and it's going to age well and everything. But this is made from obviously ethically sourced materials. And I don't know, I think that's a cool flex. I think it's a cool flex, and I'm a fan. And then I also love how all their packaging is made out of recycled materials completely. There's no like weird styrofoam or anything in any of this. So I just really like their mission. I really like what they're doing. Let's go and talk about the other Nimble Power Bank that I have here. And that's this one, the Wally Pro. This one's really similar to the Anker GAN Prime charger. Pretty much like in this weird thing where the Nimble is taller but skinnier and the Anker's is wider but shorter. So they have like this weird kind of mix match of sizing. The big difference I found is that the Nimble has one USB-C and one USB-A, while this one has two USB-Cs and one USB-A. But honestly, it really doesn't matter. In my eyes, these are both very similar products. They both retail for about $90, although I see the Anker one on sale often for like $65, so go figure. But this is the same exact thing as the last one. It's made from as much recycled material as possible. This one obviously has a different percentage, so it's 72% recycled material. So keep that in mind that the products will vary, and I'm sure if they can make them with more recycled material, they can, but obviously some parts are just gonna have to be either new or not sourced from, recycled materials. And this one can also do 63 watts, which is really cool. It's also a, as you can see, it's a wall port charger, but it's also a power bank itself. So it has about 10,000 milliamp hours in it. So you can definitely get a few charges on your phone with it. And honestly, I'm not making this video to like gas up Nimble or to like, I don't know, like brown nose them or anything like that. I just really like the mission and I like what they're doing. As you can see, I have tons of power banks. I buy power banks by the boatload at this point. I have so much more that are not in this video because they're in backpacks or they're in my car or they're just too big to lug out. But I have tons of power banks that I try and that I like. But man, I really like this idea of sustainability and, kind of preaching this whole message of, buy quality, buy something that's good, buy something that actually is made with, positive intentions. I don't know. I'm just, maybe I'm getting super spiritual or something, but I just really like this thing. I really like the Nimble brand. I want to get more of their chargers, and I really want to explore my horizons a little bit more, try more products that I think are more sustainable, try more products that I think offer, a better message than just consumerism, than just, buy our product because it's the cheapest. I don't mind paying more for a better product. I don't mind paying more for a product that's ethically sourced. I don't mind paying more for a product that, in my opinion, is just on a human level, maybe a little bit better. I don't know. It's weird to even speak of a product like at a human level, but and I'm not going to say that these are better than all the other chargers out there. I'm sure it depends on what people want, people's needs. You might not need 2 USB-C ports like I do. You might need 2 USB-A ports. It just happens that these both, in my opinion, are the best portable chargers for me. The only charger I think I really like as much as these is this Zendor portable charger. It also looks like a Rimowa suitcase. Funny how these guys are just kind of all doing the same thing, but this is a great charger. It's beefy. It's like 27,000 milliamp hours, so it's heavy, and it's also 100 watts, so this thing can charge a game console, all sorts of stuff pretty easily without any issue. This is probably my favorite charger of all times because it's not too big, but has so many ports, has a screen and everything. But I don't think they make this one anymore. I think they discontinued it or something, but it's built like a tank, and you can see I've broken it and damaged some of the corners and whatnot on it there. So, but at the end of the day, I really just wanted to make this video to kind of put you guys on to a new brand that you might not have heard of, to put you guys on to something that you might be interested in. I know when I heard about Nimble years ago, I was really interested in them, but at the time they really didn't have a product that I liked or needed. But now trying these, I'm really into them. I'm really into the brand. I can't wait to pick up more, maybe get some of the cables in. But, and obviously this wasn't like a super scientific video or a scientific test, and I'm not breaking out all these huge numbers or anything like that, but it's more just me saying, check out what you guys are using, check out brands like Nimble, check out brands that preach sustainability, check out brands that, have a good warranty. These are 2-year warranty, which in my opinion, anything longer than a 1-year warranty is great. Anything even past 2 years is awesome. So 2-year warranty, you should be good with these. And I've had no issues with these at all. I've had them for a few weeks now and no problems. They've been great for me, and I can't wait to get more. So thanks for watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate your guys' time on this one. I know just talking about power banks and batteries and stuff can get kind of boring. So, thanks for sticking with me on this. And if you like what I'm doing here, if you like the videos I'm making, if you like the kind of content I'm making, follow for more. I got tons more stuff in the works. I got a video. I just want to talk about bags and backpacks and stuff. I have so many freaking backpacks. I'm like being drowned in them at this point. And I want to just talk about camera bags, camera backpacks, slings, crossbody bags, tech pouches, all that stuff. So subscribe for that. I'll probably be posting that soon here. And I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching all the way to the end. Have a good one.